Soon we're going to be entering into Faith and Generosity Week, which is an 8-day period between the 7th and 14th of June that will give us opportunities to reflect on the generosity of God. And whenever I think about the generosity of God, I have an image in my mind, and I'd like to share that with you today. The image is one that I've kind of developed. It's quite common to think about the Trinity, the Father, Son and the Holy Spirit, their relationship of love as being described as a sort of cosmic dance. There's even a posh word for it, Perichoresis. But I like that idea of the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit in this dance together. And I imagine it in a fountain, a bit like one of those fountains in a Italian piazza or in Trafalgar Square. And I imagine the Father, Son and Spirit having this dance, and all the air around them and the water in which they are standing just being full of love and goodness and joy and truth and beauty and all those wonderful things. And as they relate to one another, the water from the fountain just comes out and overflows. And in this image in my head, that water flows out onto us human beings below. And yes, we can put up our umbrella and say, no thanks today. But on the other hand, we can open our arms and just welcome the love of God and all this truth and beauty just cascading from heaven onto us. And I feel that's part of the symbol of the generosity of God, and the beauty and the truth and the majesty of God just cascading down onto us. And if we want to, we have an opportunity, as we are drenched by the generous love of God, we have an opportunity in a way to form our own little puddle, which in time becomes our own little fountain of God's goodness, and that we can splash around some of that water that has come down from God to us. And as we splash it around, that's a way of us echoing the generosity that has come from above, that we can also pass on that love and goodness to other people. And sometimes we do that through sharing kind words, sometimes through loving service, sometimes in the way that we are generous with our financial resources and with our time. So many different ways of doing it. When we come to our 8 days in June, it is a real opportunity for each of us individually to reflect on that generosity from God, and also how we can pass it on and splash it around a bit. In this diocese, we're going to provide some resources. They're ready right now for you, resources that will be useful for any who are in ministry, that will help with sermons or activities for children and young people. So if you'd like to take advantage of those, do have a look on our diocesan website and just enjoy receiving the generosity of God and splashing it around a bit.